I think I'm all set. Good. What is it? Good evening. Of course, it's good evening. What am I talking about? Yeah, good evening, everyone. Or good morning. That really depends on when are you watching, your time zone and stuff. Welcome, guys. It's Monday. It's a brand new week. I'm sure we are all super excited about the fact that it's Monday today. I'm luckily after work. Now I can enjoy video games. Yeah, by the way, I did try something, and I'm not sure if it's actually working. I actually have to test it out. I did put like a chat overlay, but I'm not sure if it's like functional and stuff. I was like bored a bit, and I wanted to use my time effectively. Anyways, who we have here? We have Blythe. We have Remco. I hope you don't mind if I use your name. We have Sandow. Hey guys, how was your weekend? Yo, that's a cool emoji, Sandow. Okay, it works, but it's delayed and colors are semi-good. Okay, that is great feedback. I will work on this. Anyway, guys, before we begin, I just gotta address something that happened last stream, because last stream ended in some sort of a very weird way with Justine here losing HP. So I need to address what happened off stream, because I was doing a bit of salvaging off stream. So in order to like begin today's playthrough properly, what I've done was, because I was expecting some sort of a bug or potentially something not working with the Project Summer Car mod, I went into debug mode. I did recover like Justine's health points, and then I started to troubleshoot the issue. And I think what happened, which I was not aware at that point, is probably she's gotten corpse sickness. And now that I think of it, there were actually a ton of corpses in this area, which could potentially trigger a corpse sickness. And corpse sickness overlaid with getting severe cold probably... yeah, exactly. I wouldn't have put it better. She got a tummy ache because of zombies, exactly. So, technically speaking, I kind of cheated, which I tend not to do in most of my games, but it happened. So, let's just say for the sake of the story, she did eat some sort of a magical pill that she had only one, and she doesn't have any more. So what I've done off stream is obviously first fixed her problem, and then I took care of the corpses. Actually, you'll notice that there are some piles of ash over here. So these are the corpses. I've burned them. Actually, it's still not good. So this is the first thing that I need to address. And also one more thing which I noticed, guys, by the way, and let me know in the comments if you've kind of experienced the same thing, but there is actually an issue with replacing filters in your gas masks. So I do have a set of separate filters, and I am unable to... this one actually has no filter, as you can see, right? So what it says no filter, and even though I do have filters, I am like unable to do anything about it. So it's kind of broken, I guess. And I saw some people on Reddit also mentioning that, so I'm gonna just put away this mask because it's not gonna do me any good. So, keeping in mind that this odor is still here, well, there are essentially two ways to get rid of, you know, the potential zombie sickness. One is burning the corpses, the other one is, well, burying them. Essentially, if there are too many within a range of 13 tiles. I tried crafting menu also, and it's funny in crafting menu. I'm gonna show you in a moment, because it's also not working. Technically, it tells me it can only work with self-made filters. So where was I? It's either, I mean, the way to fix this is either by burning the corpses, or Well, burying them. But in order to bury corpses, what you need is actually a shovel, which I don't have. So yeah, we are kind of stuck with what we are. You've mentioned like the crafting menu, so let's check it here. If I put in filter into the crafting menu, attach a filter to a mask, you'll notice that the only option that's available is a crafted mask filter or a gas mask filter, which it's definitely not this, right? So I have it in my inventory, but doesn't show up here. So there is a crafting thing you can do, which basically allows you to make your own gas filter. But just look at the amount of all different like stuff you need. Now I don't have the patience to make these. Maybe someday. I actually learned this recipe. I don't even know how. And recharging the filter also like requires a ton of different things. So something's definitely broken. Let me know if well, you can either let me know now, or maybe if you will play the game soon, maybe you will be able to test this. But there's definitely something wrong with the gas filters. Anyway, I was moving the corpses around a little bit, and she is now completely tired. So what's the plan for today's stream, actually? I was thinking about this, guys, and I think I do have a plan for this entire storyline. What I would like to do is I would like to make a base, like a fully functional, cool base in every single large city. So I want to have a base near Rosewood, near Muldrow, Echo Creek probably, and of course Irvington, Akron, Brandenburg, and then Riverside, West Point. And then I want to, if we're still going to be alive and the save won't break, I want to then go to Shadow Valley and into the Louisville airport. I mean, technically speaking, this is enough content for probably like a year and a half of in-game life. So we will see if it actually works. Also, she's got to lose some weight. Because all of these debuffs don't help. I ate too much. I ate way too much early, so now we have to burn some calories. Oh, use a mod where you get exercise credit for dragging bodies. That's actually smart. Oh, and there's one more thing that I've noticed, and that is something's broken in car mechanics. So those of you that been here the previous stream last Friday, you probably know I was working on a vehicle here in this garage, and I tried to work on it a little bit offline. Just to, as you can probably see, right, that the wheels are off, there are some car parts lying on the ground. So I was working a little bit offline, and something's really wrong with car mechanics. It's probably some sort of a mod conflict. So I'm not sure I will be doing any major car mechanics, just because it just doesn't seem to work. Full-blown bases in each city. The thing is, I would like to have like legit bases. So I actually have like an offline playthrough where I started to build up a base north of Irvington. And one of the first things that I managed to bring into that base was a Tetris arcade game. And then I just stopped playing Zomboid and I was playing Tetris inside Zomboid. So yeah, kind of like a full-blown base, something that you can consider to be complete. And in many cases, like fully sufficient with some fancy decorations and stuff. But we gotta start with Rosewood. And first things first, this is not going to be this house. It's absolutely going to be some different house. I don't like this area. I'm still considering what would be the right place to use as a permanent location. And oh Jesus, as a permanent location in Rosewood. Okay. Well, this stream could end really soon if I won't be able to manage this group. Oh, there's a sprinter. Okay, we gotta take care of the guy first. All good. Okay, that was a good warm-up. In my playthrough, my goal is to establish a shelter emergency room for other survivors. Hey, that's actually fun. You could even add some sort of like quirks. For example, the shelter will only be complete if it's equipped with a like a two-way radio and potentially, you know, X amount of beds or sleeping bags, something like that. So in order to make the shelter more sheltery, I guess. All of these zombies here is probably just fallout from the heli event that we had to deal with previous stream. But that's good. It's actually... it's a pretty decent warm-up. Still no exhaustion, which is good. It's probably gonna hit soon, so... not gonna try and push too hard. But okay, that was decent. Good. A well-equipped kitchen. Any ideas on when you guys think a permanent Rosewood shelter would make sense? I mean, probably the obvious like choice would be... hold on, let me hide here. The obvious choice would be probably like this house over here. It's kind of a no-brainer selection for Rosewood. But maybe this... Jesus, sorry. Maybe the gas station over here, or even if we want to make it even like more remote, we could even target the farmhouse, which is over here. I mean, you tell me, guys. Up to you. By the way, skill-wise, let me check something. She's at level 1 electrical, yeah, but mechanics is a problem. I still need like 70 points of experience in order to be able to hotwire cars. So I will probably just try to like level it up as we go. It has bunk beds, canned food, a radio, few batteries. Oh, that's awesome. So we were actually thinking in a very similar way. Oh, look at this, guys. I'm never hitting pottery level 4. But actually, cooking level 2 and carving is definitely something that I would be willing to read. Oh, and I forgot to smoke. It's fun to stay at the city more so gas. Yeah, I mean, listen, gas station is probably one of my favorite places. Doodle of an attractive lady. So let's go for the gas station. Gas station is just such an amazing location. So I will start my moving process. While we clear out a little bit of Rosewood in the meantime. Actually already made quite a lot of progress in... It is what? 8 days? 11 days, okay. Not bad. Oh, forgot about the oven. Let me just quickly check the basement. Yo, this looks like some sort of a... Yo, they played Dungeons and Dragons here. Yo, that's so cool. I actually found a really interesting setup of a basement just the other day when playing. I'm not sure if you guys encountered it, but it was a basement that was full of like computers. So there were like 7 or 8 PCs all around one room, in sort of like a LAN party type of a setup. And I found it like reminiscent of some old school internet cafes when people would go to play video games. Okay, why is she so weepy? There is no real reason to be that depressed. Let's find a show or something. Let's watch dogs. These always help. No show on. Perfect. Movies? It's probably a stretch to hope for some... to have hope for a movie at this point. Okay, I don't have a video game console. I don't think I have in this playthrough. I do have a video game console in a different playthrough that I'm playing right now. It's what happens when you play 2 games at the same time. Sometimes you mix things up. And you're expecting to find something in your loot, and in fact that's... What is this doing here? And in fact it's in the other playthrough, and then you just get confused. So back here, the internet cafes were really like a huge thing. One of the reasons... Obviously, not everyone could afford a computer. I mean, I'm talking like early to mid to late 90s, okay? When I was like 10 or 11. Or early 2000s, actually. So not everyone could really afford... I got a lot of weapons. How much trunk capacity I have in the car. Not everyone could afford like a legit PC, not to mention like internet access and stuff. So these things were incredibly popular. I don't think they had those in 93 too. Then again, why wouldn't they actually? Like honestly speaking, why wouldn't they? I'm gonna start packing my things. Hold on. I mean, after all, it was way past like arcade establishments and stuff. But I've never been to the States in the 90s. I actually was, but I never like really took advantage of those. Was there any particular reason why it was specifically 1994? I got my first computer when I was 8 or 9. So that was 1995, I believe. Achilles. I thought it was Achilles, and it's a trick name. It's Achilles. No, it's actually an ongoing playthrough. Okay, poor space management. This should go here, because we're gonna utilize the entire space in the trunk. We're actually 11 days in, basically. Not many kills though. For 11 days, the kill count is like really low. But it's not my fault. It's Rosewood is weird. I was expecting it to be much more crowded. Oh, I didn't know. Thank you. So, thank you for educating me. So it is actually Achilles. Cool. I actually find Greek to be a really difficult language, especially the letters. The alphabet is so different to anything that like one would normally be used to in like Central and Western Europe, that it's weird. When I was traveling to Greece for business, it was always a problem for me to kind of like understand the signs and stuff. I have Doom midis in my head. Nice. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm obviously not going to... That's the thing, I have tons of good food in the refrigerator. Well, okay, it's not that much actually, it's just 7 kilos. I thought it was more. I have some food in the fridge, not that much. I'm not going to be taking any kitchen appliances, I'm just going to take the basic things. Okay, I need to find a garbage bag to pack all the rest of my stuff. And then we're going to relocate to the gas station. And yeah, try to set up there. So for me, actually, it wasn't Doom. For me, the game that really took off when it comes to like internet cafes and LAN parties was Quake. I remember being a kid. Jesus, nobody has like a garbage can in their homes? Or outside, maybe? So the thing for me was absolutely Quake. I recall back in my neighborhood's community center. Yeah, that was a thing. There was an internet cafe inside the community center, which was essentially supposed to be like a place for kids, you know, to have access to the web, use it for educational purposes. Eventually, it was just a place where people played Quake. We even had some competitions. And I really don't want to sound like this old uncle at parties, but I actually won the Quake 2 competition back in like 1990 something. There were no prizes though, it was all for kicks. But yeah, I remember I was pretty decent back then. Now I am horrible. Now I'm really bad at shooter games. That's why I spend most of my time playing Project Zomboid or some other games. Though I was pretty decent playing Hell Let Loose. Good old Unreal. Yeah, I liked Unreal Tournament as well, but I was definitely Team Quake. It's probably like this, Achilles. It's probably like this with many languages. I mean, I'm stupid, by the way. Like I'm Polish, and one of the things I tend to like hear is that Polish is incredibly difficult as a language, and obviously is not for me. But I can absolutely empathize with anyone trying to use the language. Because it is difficult. It is. So, but for me, I think what's the biggest challenge is the fact that, you know, I am used to like Latin alphabet. And that's something that is familiar. So with Greek, it's a bit less familiar, if that makes sense. Oh, sorry. By the way, I'm almost packed. Just a few more things from upstairs. Oh, I have all the pistols here still. Damn. Okay. I see. I've been here for 10 days and I've amassed so much loot that it's incredible. Most of it I would probably never use anyway, so... And rightfully so, because these languages are incredibly similar in many cases. I mean, my wife's Ukrainian, so I did travel multiple times there. And I am of age where we still had like Russian at school, so... that's also something that I am quite familiar with. So, speaking of games, I did put a poll on stream. There are 2 games that are releasing within like a span of 2 days, both of which are games that I actively play, and I can see that most of you are actually commenting other. That's interesting. What are these games? Because you know, maybe there is something that I should like get myself educated on. Okay, last thing, I gotta grab Pablo. Pablo! Where is he? There he is. Come on, we're going someplace else. How big is Pablo? 5 kilograms. That's a big ass mouse. Okay, and I have to take my spare boots. Now the thing with EU5 is... Yeah, he's bulking up for winter. The thing with EU5 is I would love to play it. Like, I'm not lying, I would love to play EU5. The problem with EU5 that I have is that it's probably not going to run on my PC. I did try it already with Victoria 3, which just it was becoming unplayable at some point. Especially later on. That's the thing with Paradox games, that after, well, in terms of in case of Hearts of Iron, anything like post 1943, it's really just becoming a slideshow. And with Victoria, like after 20 years in game, it just took forever to do anything at all, and it was so frustrating that I just gave up, even though I feel the game is actually pretty good. It's not as good as I was expecting it to be. Still, it was a game that I had fun playing. And I'm sure I would enjoy EU5. The problem is that I probably won't be able to because, well, it won't just run on my machine. And that's also the thing with Paradox games, is that they do show you, you know, like those minimal requirements for the game to run. And then if you actually meet those requirements, the problem is that, you know what, it's not exactly like that. It tells you that this is the... what am I doing? It tells you that this is the minimum requirement, but actually it's... yeah, it's the minimum requirement, but if you want the game to actually run and enjoy playing it, try again. Do cars handle differently on snow? Maybe a little bit, but I haven't like observed a huge difference. Then again, I don't drive as fast as you do, so bear that in mind. Okay, Pablo, this is your new home. I don't. I actually have just a few KI5 cars that I've selected. Let's talk like exactly what I have. What is the... There's the mods. I got the Shelby. I got the Oshkosh, which never drove it at all. I got the Range Rover, and I've got the M998, which I totally love as a car. And I also got, which is actually not on the list for some reason, but I also got a couple of Fords. So I got the Ford F-150, Ford F-350, and that's pretty much it. I don't play with a lot of car mods. Okay, I have more books with me. I gotta lose some of the weight that I am carrying, and okay, it's a bit better. And I have to clear the area, right? Because we don't want to get jumped. Oh, but first I actually need to take some rest. Believe it or not, there are people who drive faster than me. I tend to drive really slow. Usually, if I don't have like Sunday driver or motion sickness traits, I would be focusing on driving approximately 45 to 50. Cruise control, obviously. What? Ah, I got 5 pistols. I was wondering why is she still overloaded. I am carrying 5 M9s. Well, I think that answers the question. There, much better now. Okay, I'm gonna spend some time and clear the area. I already got an idea on what we could do with this gas station to make it a bit more fancy. It would include finding some plants, finding some paintings. I would love to find some arcade games, stuff like that. Oh, F350, especially the one, I think it comes, does it come in two versions, the four-seater and the two-seater, or is the two-seater only the F150? Because F350, the four-seater with those extra extra cabin space, that's like one of my favorite cars. I've actually had one parked in front of the original base, but I am kind of unable to work on it because I think I got some mod conflicts which make working on cars a bit of a problem. At least for now. Maybe I will be able to figure it out later. Okay, so the work that I've done earlier clearing this area is actually... did actually prove to be useful, which is great. Yeah, see, I even got the key to that F350 utility. It's still parked somewhere over there, so maybe I'll go get it. Yeah, exactly. So you probably know much more about cars than I do. I've been mentioning that multiple times on stream, but I'm not really a car guy. It's not my thing. I know where the accelerator is. I know where the how to operate, you know, the stick shift and stuff. But you know, details of how cars work, that's not me. Yeah, you do so. It's still nice that you hopped on stream for a while. Get some rest. Oh, and I do actually have extra like freezers over here. Now, one thing about the gas station, which is gonna be a problem, is that this thing is going to consume so much power because of all the different like refrigerators and stuff, that the generator will consume a lot of electricity and fuel. But that's okay. That's something we can manage. That's true, because these... Listen, it's a typical, like, American thing. You need to have a big truck. That's very American. In fact, even, you know, the commercials for these cars are usually, you know, built in America. European roads tend to be slightly different. Especially parking-wise. I mean, imagine having such a car and parking it somewhere in a semi-congested European city. Like, good luck with that. Santao, have you checked the gas mask thing? Because honestly, that's really something that bothers me. I don't understand it, and I would very much like to be able to, you know, to to replace filters because, you know, it's something very useful. Oh, I didn't notice the chat, sorry. So it works for you. I need to organize some water for Pablo. You can't detach respiratory filters and you cannot insert them until they are recharged. Okay, but what if I have like a fully fresh respiratory filter and I don't have the option of putting it inside my gas mask? I mean, to be fair, I have not checked specifically if that filter is like fresh. But I would assume it is, considering that I just found it somewhere in some, like, garage or something. Oh, okay. Well, we've got some cigarettes. Okay, guys, so what I'm gonna do is... I'm gonna take care of this group first. Is it wise? Okay, I think it's manageable. Especially if there are no sprinters in this group. If there are sprinters... could be a bit tougher, but we'll see. Can somebody please notice me? There you go. Oh, there's a sprinter. Oh, shoot. You know what? Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna run away so that the sprinter will be the... Huh? Okay, there it is. There. Here it comes. Yeah, nice. Oh, jeez, okay. Yeah, I don't think combat is actually smart. I'm like way too everything. Way too tired, way too sad. Carrying too much excess weight around my waist. Yeah, I'll come back to combat tomorrow. We're just gonna spend the rest of the day reading books. Yeah, especially considering that we are very tired at this point. And let's read about cooking. The best topic you can read about. Okay, one thing we definitely need to do, I need to replace this TV. This is disgusting. I need some sort of a nice small TV table and a good TV to put here, and some paintings would be nice. Oh, we gotta redecorate this place. So guys, since you're not waiting for the games that I've put in the poll, what are the games you are actually waiting for? Anything I should be aware of that should be on my radar? It's a new month, so I have a new budget. That means I have some spare cash to spoil myself. Anno, fair. The Blood of Dune Walker. Never heard of it. The only good thing about this antique TV is that you can put anything on top of it, and it works as like a table. That's the only useful application. Vane! Oh, Sherrybolt! I haven't seen you on stream in a while. How are you? Yo, I'm still gaining weight. Like, this is crazy. Look at my weight gain journey. What are we talking about here? Like 0.7, 1, 0.7, 0.8, 0.8, 0.9, 0.7, 0.5. Okay, we are making progress slowly. I barely ate like yesterday. This is crazy. Yeah, run more. Probably that's what I should do. Yeah, what's the best way to lose weight? Eat less food, do more exercise. Oh, it's super cold today. Just minus 60. We're good. The problem with weight is that it also impacts my carrying capacity. You know, I'm not as deadly in combat as I would like to, so there are all kinds of different downsides to this. What I really would like to do is I would like to clear... life is fine. That's great. I like to say that it's, you know, manageable. I would like to clear the main street. So I guess I'm just gonna focus on... reducing the numbers of inhabitants. And then I'm just in between. I will try to find you know, some loot that I am specifically interested in. There's a pretty significant difference between a blunt weapon and an axe. Pretty big one. It'd be fun to have a character where you debug in the basic necessities to get started. You can do that, absolutely. Now, I never specifically did that when I was doing the masterclass series. I was trying to acquire most of the tools and materials on my own. I was making an exception for one thing in particular, and that was books. I would usually spawn in all the books because in that case, making a masterclass video would require me to first like visit every single library to find a set of books. Honestly did not have the patience to do that. But apart from spawning in books, I would usually try to acquire most of the tools and materials myself, just to understand how much of work that is. In some cases, I would like cheat here and there. But the beauty of you know, Project Zomboid is, I mean, we've spoke about this multiple times already on stream. I mean, this game is supposed to be fun, so play it any way you want. If you want to just like turn off zombies completely and turn it into an isometric Sims, like, be my guest. That's the whole point. We play games to have fun. I once tried blacksmithing, never again. I'm in the same camp as you. I think blacksmithing is... Even though they did do a bit of simplification, I think. For example, they did remove all those weird... what was it? Iron chunk, iron bar, they've had iron rods, all kinds of different types of the same type of pipe. Which is different for some reason, but it looks the same. All these things, they were just way too overcomplicated. Anyone up for some rotten pizza? Oh, Jesus. Sheesh, that was... Oh my god, he scared the shit out of me. I hope this door will hold for just a bit longer. Okay, that was cheesing a little bit. I shouldn't be able to hit him when it was on the ground through the door. But I think given the scale of the challenge, that was... What did they do in this bathroom? There was like 8 zombies in the same bathroom. What the hell? It's not rotten, it's just blue cheese. Yes, probably. I mean, you can, like... Whatever works for you. I mean, if this is your explanation, go ahead, be my guest. Look for a hole in the wall. There is no holes. There are no holes in the walls. It was just all of them in the same bathroom. For some reason. Hold on, guys. I'd say I have enough clay cement in the build menu, and it let me try to build... turns out I don't have enough clay cement, so it stopped with animation. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the whole thing. The whole concept, and this is something that, again, that we've been covering on streams already. The whole way that Build 42 is structured is, I think it's supposed to encourage cooperation and multiplayer as much as possible. So tons of these things that you can do are all incredibly difficult to achieve by a single player. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes frustration, and it's just... hold on, guys. I'm gonna work on these cars. Shit, I left all the car tools back at the base. I had a specific duffel bag with all the car tools, but this is a car workshop, so maybe they will have some. Well, they have a wrench. That's a start. So going back to what I was saying, because I got sidetracked as always, I usually do. The fact that all these different skills are required to take advantage of blacksmithing, like farming on its own. It's just so much work. then the best way to really use these skills is to have different players have different responsibilities, right? And in this way, you are then able to have someone who would be a mason, and they would be responsible for, say, building the furnace. You would have someone who would be responsible for farming, and they would be taking care of the plants and potentially animals on top, right? So, oh fuck. Well, okay, at least I can uninstall the muffler. That's something. Oh, and I was mentioning beginning of the stream that something is not working correctly with car mechanics. Did you see how quickly she was trying to uninstall the muffler? It was instant action. There was no timer on it. I mean, it's a nice problem to have because it like increases the speed at which some things are done, but it's not necessarily something that, you know, should happen. Am I getting XP for this? I should be. $7 points. Okay, not bad. Is there anything else that I can uninstall and install that would give me experience? Yeah, I can uninstall the... Oh, see now, look what happens. It's like instant action. No idea why it happens. What was that noise? That was my headphones disconnecting for a moment and reconnecting. I hope it wasn't too loud. So these are Bluetooth headphones, and they have this annoying thing that they sometimes fail to... They just decide to disconnect for some reason. Yeah, it's broken. Darling. Shall I say more? Thank you. Can I uninstall the door now? I should, front left. There we go, okay. Did I mention already that I really hate leveling up mechanics and I would much rather just use the videotapes? I probably have. There we go. Mission accomplished. Level 2. I can now officially hotwire cars, and that was the only thing I wanted. And I will probably not touch this game mechanic. Not gonna say ever again, because I will probably need to do that. But at least it opens up all the cool cars that I am able to find, you know, around the map. Auto mechanics? Is that some sort of a mod? It probably is, isn't it? I mean, you're an encyclopedia for all the different car mods. Not mods in general, so... Whoops. Gonna go grab light breakfast. Check on Pablo. And with all the walking that she is now doing, if we are not going to start losing weight, I will be furious. And we actually started to do that. The weight is no longer going up. Massive milestone. A bowl. You see, the thing is, I don't think I am using that. To be honest, I don't recall installing that mod. Oh, save. I hope Pablo is not disappointed with the amount of space that he has now. He doesn't. He's healthy, he's well fed, he's not thirsty, and for the first time Pablo is actually calm. No longer stressed Pablo. Making progress. And you know what, guys? We haven't checked the basement. And this gas station has a pretty decent basement. With tons of useless shit inside. Oh, hold on. I can actually use the towel to dry myself. I mean, the amount of supplies that you can find here is just insane. Both like useful and useless stuff. Oh, what is this? Air conditioner, and this is a wall. What is this? Can I pick it up? Air conditioner. No, it's not this. Alright, it's just some sort of a... Anyways. I thought it maybe I could use it because this is also not usable. Oh, hello. Didn't expect that. Oh, okay. Yo, that actually sounds like something... like a pleasant thing to have. Try to click it with left mouse button. That thing over there, right? Yeah, I probably should have. Because this looks like some sort of like a saw. Yeah, I cannot click on it, and I also cannot remove it. So I guess it's just... Guess it's something. All right. Because these things allow you to like cut metal sheets, I think, and do like use it for like working on stuff. But maybe it's just a different model, and this is just something to like make the game look different. Okay, I am going to continue clearing out the main street. I haven't actually. I haven't survived for a long time. I started the game. Oh no! The pipe broke. I started the game 1st of March. So that was the start date. But if you will check the temperature, This is not normal. This is not normal. The temperature is -55, and that's because we are using a mod called Cryogenic Winter. It's not only the gas station though, right? It's the gas station is super empty, but everything is empty. I am actually disappointed with the fact that Rosewood is almost completely deserted. Even around Gigamart, which I am approaching right now, there is barely anything here. Now, there is one more place that we could go and see. And like just to verify the numbers of zombies, and that is obviously the prison area. And maybe we'll just go and have a sneak peek there at some point. It beats me, Achilles. I don't know. And what's even like funnier is that it's -55, and she's like, "Yeah, it's cold." No shit. We should be. I mean, she's wearing long johns. That's good clothing. A denim shirt, a leather crop top, and a corset, and all of that is covered with a poncho. So no. There is like no legit winter clothes on, and she's like, "Yeah, it'll be fine." The town is dead. Pretty much. I was hoping for a kind of a different type of that. No, but the thing is, when I was setting up this playthrough, I set the zombie population to normal. And that's purely because I set sprinters. I mean, I do have sprinters on this playthrough, and I've never played Brit sprinters before, so I didn't want to end up in a situation in which this would just be like impossible to survive. But after playing for a while, it turns out that the sprinters are not really that scary. I mean, they are scary, but they are not that scary. It's not like you cannot manage sprinters at all. You absolutely can. And I am stuck with a fairly deserted town with some sprinters in. And it just doesn't feel too hard. The only thing that nearly killed me was the fact that I had too many corpses around my base and I got corpse sickness. Oh, Grandma's Kitchen. Chocolate cookies. Only pointy nipples. Listen, maybe that's the secret. Maybe you just have to... Kentucky Farmer. I don't think we'll be doing any farming in these conditions. I'm not sure you're actually able to grow anything in -50. Never heard of a plant that's physically able to survive such conditions. Though we could build a greenhouse, right? Can't you change the sandbox settings? I can, but it will only affect new parts of the map. So Rosewood will stay the way it is, which is pretty... Oh, cool. I am picking these things up. 20 kilograms. It weighs more than the TV. That makes no sense. Oh. And I like this painting. Do I have enough carrying capacity? I do. And oh, and this lamp. Can I get the lamp? Yep, I can. Okay, I'm starting to work on like properly furnishing the base. Oh, I don't like the fact that she slowed down. That means there are zombies nearby. Wow, I parked really far away. Yeah, that's true. Child teddy bear. I mean, listen, if it's filled with explosives, then that makes sense. But you should check my buddy Pablo, my mouse. I have this tiny mouse, right, who is like the partner in this entire playthrough, and bro weighs like 4.5 kilograms. And is this tiny. It's probably made out of lead or something. Okay, once I carry all these things here, I probably have to take like a break or something. Okay, if I put the speaker here, it's actually... I won't be able to walk. So the speaker was... Okay, not a good idea. A small table would be nice. This is... Regardless, this is better. This is such a nice lamp, I love it. My brother, are you collecting murals? Kind of. I'm just carrying a lot of heavy stuff. I'm about to stop right now. Then again, she's overweight, so exercise is good. We don't mind. Now I need to figure out a way what to do. Like, not a way. I need to figure out what to do with this speaker. If the population was this thin but more sprinters. So I am actually more afraid of more sprinters rather than a higher pop in general. Because, okay, I was downplaying the difficulty because one sprinter is easy. But if you get 2 or 3 at the same time, that shit's scary. Without multi-hit, especially. Radioactive mouse made out of plutonium. But we can do something about it. We can do something about it, like the population later on. Thank you. Tea time. I just have to give it a moment. Yo, did my camera just move? I think it did a little bit. Oh, it actually moved by a lot. Hold on, guys. Better? What's wrong? Stop moving! It's all because of that tea I brought. Anyways. There should be an achievement. There should be achievements altogether. The fact that we don't have achievements, it pains me. I am a huge achievement collector. I mean, going back to old World of Warcraft days, I was the only one in my guild who was actually chasing achievements. My guild master was always laughing at me. Hold on, we have to do an achievement because Gertrix is collecting them. I was running around like grabbing specific types of plants just to get an achievement, which is a massive way of wasting your time. But again, it's also a fantastic way for game developers to keep people occupied and engaged. But it doesn't work for everyone. There are people who just don't give a shit about it. I do. One of the games that I methodically played just to get achievements, which was a horrible thing to do, like an absolutely painful thing, and I don't recommend it to anyone. But that was Hearts of Iron. I played Hearts of Iron like methodically just to get achievements. And the crazy thing about Hearts of Iron is that sometimes you can have a perfect game, but if something doesn't happen the way it's supposed to in order for the achievement to be even achievable, then your entire like playthrough is wasted. You know, you're playing, you're investing a lot of time, and for some reason Turkey decided to go communist, and yeah, like, sorry bro, but it's no longer attainable. Like, okay, let's try again. Attempt number 17. Ooh, Stellaris, yeah, I mean, then I'm pretty sure you understand the pain of trying to grind out achievements in in Paradox games. I found incredible joy in watching Tommy K's videos trying to get different achievements in Hearts of Iron. Not sure why, but it always makes me laugh. And I would watch a lot of Bittersteel, because Bittersteel had fantastic walkthroughs on how to get certain achievements. It's 6 PM. Is it still manageable for me to do something? I think it is, actually. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna try and see. I'm gonna try and see if the bar/motel has an arcade machine. We got one sprinter over here. Still looking like just one. Oh, there is quite a few of them. I don't need to worry that much about cars anymore now that I am able to hotwire. Okay, there is an arcade machine, but it's sadly only a pinball machine. So not necessarily what I was looking for. What do you guys think? Do we get, are we getting a change in how easy it is to kill zombies with cars before we get a stable multiplayer version? Let me know your thoughts, because I think we are. I think it's ridiculously easy right now to just use cars to get rid of zombies. I mean, I barely damaged the car, and I mean, this whole group is dead. I was hoping for the Tetris machine. I mean, this is okay. I can take it. Is it realistic? See, I beg to differ on this. I think it's way too easy. Especially when, you know, if you take into consideration, like, right now, what did I do? I bumped into a zombie, and it's dead. I bumped it into it slightly with the side of my car. The worst thing that would happen to you if you would, like, be involved in such an incident would be a couple of bruises. That's it. I've never ran over a person. That is true. I almost... Actually, I've... Does bicycles count? Because if bicycles count, then I need to change my story. Okay, this is the last thing that I'm doing on March 13th. I'm gonna set up the pinball machine, and I'm gonna catch up on chat because you guys are on fire on chat today. That's incredible, actually. Not gonna lie, I really like it. It also helps a little bit with the discovery of the... Oh, can't you, like, put it backwards? Okay, so I'm just gonna put it here. Hold on. Too heavy for inventory. Great, okay. Drop. Alright. Get the speaker out of the way. You can't place it on a counter. That's weird. Okay, so the speaker goes here for now. There we go. And what's even cooler, guys, we can play it. Yeah, can you hear the game sound, by the way? You should. That's a good mention, that it was easy when Trunks didn't take damage. Totally agree. Then again, I still believe we should consider the damage inflicted by a car, right? It's not that much of damage. It should be changed in vanilla, but with KA5 and a big welded bull bar in front, that is also true. That's one of the beefs that I have with general, like, car mechanics. If you have a solid protection on your vehicle, like a bull bar, as you've mentioned, you should be pretty much indestructible, right? Or if you create like a bulldozer. I think there are some mods which add like the ability to make a bulldozer, but in general, I would love to see larger cars which are far more durable. Say, for example, some construction equipment, right? Or a garbage truck. A garbage truck should be pretty much indestructible. Or a concrete mixer. A roller would be awesome. It should move just as fast as shamblers, so there should be this, like, race between a shambler trying to get away and a roller chasing him. There should be just a minor difference in speed, but that would be just hilarious. I would love it. Oh, the cool thing about the fact that I played the pinball game is that actually it removed all of my stress, which is great. Not gonna lie, I love it. We are very tired, we are not ridiculously tired, so there is still space to read a book. I bet zombies may be able to slow down and able to break car windows more easily, which would punish me to core driving. I also wouldn't surprised if driving skill become... It could be. Then again, would it make such a big difference? Is that it? I would, like, ask a different question. If you would, like, focus on prioritizing something, would that be a skill? The first thing that I would love to see in game is archery, because first of all it would be incredibly awesome to run around with a bow and shoot arrows into at the zombies. And then again, archery should be fairly easy to implement because you would just probably have to like, use the same mechanic you have for shooting. So it should be super easy. I mean, there are mods which add crossbows, for example, but if we would get base, like vanilla archery, that would be amazing. Did I hit them with while going 30 kilometers per hour? About 30 kilometers per hour. I was like riding my road bike, and it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. There was a guy on an electrical scooter, and I was on a bike path, right? So I was on a bike path going like 30 per hour, obviously wearing a helmet because I always wear a helmet. I was going to the office, like I was like taking a bike ride to the office, and there was this guy on a scooter, like this electric scooter, and then all of a sudden the bro just decided to like turn right into me. And he was super lucky because I was going really fast and I hit him not in the middle, but I hit the back of the electric scooter. So the guy, like, nothing happened to him at all. I flew over, like I like shoot up into the air, and did like a backflip or something. Got up, collected myself, checked the bike. It felt fairly okay. The guy was obviously shouting at me, "What am I doing?" I was like, "Bro, you cut right in front of me. Like, what are you talking about?" And the only issue that the thing that I didn't do, I should have taken his phone number, because after I collected myself, I got a couple of scratches and stuff, a bruised elbow, nothing really serious, luckily, because it could have ended much worse. But I continued on, like I continued on my journey to the office, and after like riding another kilometer or so, the entire section of my bike, which keeps the like all the gears and stuff at the back, it like completely shattered and disconnected from the corpse of the bike, and yeah, it basically ripped off, and the bike was inoperable, and I spent like 200 euros to get everything fixed. And honestly speaking, I shouldn't be paying for that. It should be that guy, but yeah. I got to the office with the bike and I had to carry it, and I had like 2 kilometers still to go, so I had to walk with my bike for... It's just so funny and not funny. But and ever since, I really hate electric scooters. These things are just death machines. I'm not sure if you guys had any like experiences with them, but yeah, not my thing. Excellent tea, darling. Thank you. There should be a Killdozer Easter egg. There should be, absolutely. Trucks don't exist in Kentucky in '93. A lot of things don't exist in Kentucky. Smokers don't exist. Kentucky was voted the healthiest state. Nobody smoked cigarettes. The only way you can find cigarettes is just looting gas stations. And that's true, actually, Raven. Had I hit him, And the guy had no helmet, obviously, right? Because it was like a student or someone. Had I hit him in the middle, I would ran over him, and I legit could kill him. If the guy would hit the, you know, like the pavement with the back of his head at this speed, I could have been in jail for that. Manslaughter. So all in all, you know, 800, like 200 euros is not cheap. But luckily, you know, no physical damage done to anyone. I don't think I ever took a bike to office again. To be very honest. That wouldn't make a difference, because it was not something that I could have avoided. Because it just happened too fast. I wouldn't have time to react. It was like me going, the guy was in front of me, and all of a sudden, he didn't look behind, he didn't like signal in any way, he just like, decided to turn, and I like ran right into him. So I wouldn't have time to like press a horn. I didn't even have time to shout. I just like rammed into the guy. I actually sold my bike later on. I'm not sure what I bought for the money that I sold. I know what I bought for the money that I sold the bike. I remember. I bought this. I bought the microphone and I bought the second monitor. So that was the bike money. Yeah. I don't, like, no regrets. Okay, one thing that I actually... What are you doing? You're doing homework. You have homework. I'm confused. I need to put up a sheet over here just to be consistent. And I need to find some plants, don't you think, guys? I think adding some plants here would be nice. I don't like this light. This lamp over here bothers me. And it weighs 20 kilograms. Okay, so I will not be able to dispose of it in the... Oh. Lol, okay. I need to find some plants. But you know what? There is also one more thing that I absolutely need, and that is a generator. Because the power will go out at any time now. And we're gonna be in trouble. Do the trunk still has capacity for... It does, actually. I'm just carrying a ton of ammo in my car. I'm gonna go get a generator, guys. If I recall well, I think I had one. And I forgot that I have the jukebox. I wish we could use the jukebox, like play music. Is there a mod for that? There has to be a mod which allows that. What would be the best place to put up a jukebox? Now this will, if I put it here, it's gonna cover the painting, which I don't want, because that's not feng shui. Okay, and I cannot turn it so it faces me like... Okay, I'm just gonna put it over here. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's something. It's a good start. And since I am living here alone, I probably don't need 2 chairs. I could, like, handle with one. People are idiots. Yeah, I think people lack... you know, I don't want to say that every person is an idiot, but I think some people simply lack imagination and spatial awareness, and it leads to dangerous situations. Unfortunately, those that have this spatial awareness and pay attention oftentimes fell victim to those who don't. Nowy niebity igła. I actually didn't put that. I was very honest in the posting that I've created. I've even like posted very detailed pictures of the area which was scratched and replaced. And frankly speaking, I didn't charge that much for the bike. So I think it was a fair deal. Okay, did I have a generator here? Okay, that's not the house. That's the next one. Shit, now I think I don't have a generator here actually. Of course I don't. See, I mixed things up. I was sure I have a generator, but in fact the generator that I was thinking about was a generator that I've had in the other playthrough that I'm playing right now. So I need to find one. The best way to find a generator? Check garages. I'm gonna check garages in this section. We're gonna do something productive. Ooh. Rosewood is pretty in winter. I mean, most of these are actually pretty in winter. I would say, I think my favorite playthrough, like live stream playthrough that I've had, the one that I've had most fun, and I think also was most entertaining all in all, was the one that I was playing the Eternauta mod. I've gotten used to the fact that the map was really white. It was a lot of fun. I like winter. Many players never get to see snow. Medic! Yeah, fix this. The trauma bag is actually a really decent bag. Have I ever made it to Louisville? Multiple times. The only problem that I have with Louisville is that the game is just incredibly laggy. The game is laggy and there is like an abundance of stuff, right? At least like in the base game kind of. The way that I like to play, and I think I didn't do a really great job fine-tuning the settings of this playthrough, but I like when things are really scarce, so you really have to like work hard to find stuff, right? And Louisville is so big and it has so many different places that I just don't find it like really enjoyable, because the game just is not flowing as shit. Where is the generator? The game isn't flowing as much as I would like. And well, the challenge is there's just a ton of zombies, but you don't have these different types of challenges, which is okay, how to survive, how to find food. Oh, speaking of zombies, okay, let's play. We got a fence, which is a nice protection against sprinters. There is a lot of them. Oh shit, I missed. Bad start. Okay, she needs to stop panicking because, like, seriously, this is not that bad. Come on. There we go. Any sprinters? Not really. Whoops. Swing and a miss. Once you like get a good grasp, Louisville is just a chore because it takes effort, a lot of effort to like get there, and you know, especially get through the initial shock of getting through the blockades and stuff. Achilles, totally agree. I mean, clay is everywhere, right? Though I think they fixed it. There was a lot of I've seen a lot of comments, and even under my video I've made on pottery, that people were complaining about access to clay, and I think with one of the updates that they've made. I specifically remember in the patch notes they were mentioning that the spawn rate of clay deposits near rivers has been increased. I don't know which one was it, but I am certain I was making a video about it, so it must have been either like 42.8 or some of the like later updates. Oh, a generator! What do you know? Exactly what we needed. Ah, forgot that it's now... Why? Did I press connect generator instead of check? Yeah, of course I did. That's the one you talked about. See, I didn't remember. Like, I honestly did not remember. Oh, dude. Wait, does it weigh 40? Am I stupid? Bravo. Of course it does. It weighs 40, not 20. Why did I think it weighs 20? Okay, now I am ready for the power shutdown. The only thing that I am not physically ready for is water shutdown. That's next on the list. If oh, hello there. What a lovely group. That's the final thing that needs to be solved. And then technically we are like kind of self-sufficient. Obviously food, right? Long-term food is a problem because wrong turn. That's a very interesting take, Achilles. Would it actually go bad, or would we just have issues with some of the gas just vaporizing effectively, right? Because that's one of the things why it's not worth stocking up on gas when it's really cheap, because over time it just turns into vapor and you lose the volume. But would it like physically go bad? I honestly don't know how it works. So if you know and you could educate me, that would be awesome. I'm thinking about eating something more nutritious. So we're gonna have hot dogs. And we're gonna have different names for animals. One when they're alive, and the other one when they're food. So pigs will be pork. Cows will be beef. But worry not, men. Hot dogs will not be made of dogs. But sir, what will they be made of? Nobody knows. One of the very few clips from Saturday Night Live which I find incredibly hilarious. Loses octane. Okay. And properties from vaporization. But would it lose all of it? So would it essentially all go bad, even if it's stored? Because I was thinking about this. When you play Project Zomboid, I'm pretty sure you have it. Or if you don't, then I will just start to worry about myself. But I had this thought a while ago. If all humans would disappear and I would be the only one left, like myself and my wife, like, sorry guys, being very selfish here. I was thinking, I am living in a huge town, right? I mean, like in a city. I would probably be able to survive just purely off the supplies that all my neighbors and like the nearby supermarket have in store. I would be probably able to survive for a decade, easy. And I was also thinking about like gas. There are so many cars, and most of these cars like are usually like either full or semi-full in terms of gas, that I would probably never physically run out of it if I would be able to siphon the gas. But then again, if you will tell me that it's not that easy, that the gas will actually lose its properties, then that could potentially be a problem. Oh, okay, so fuel breaks down over time in a molecular level. Gasoline about 6 months and diesel about a year. You can double that with the additives called fuel stabilizers. Okay, fair enough. So, actually, what one would need to figure out is like a refining process. Otherwise, you're cooked. Just like these hot dogs are. And I want to go check something. I want to head out to... I want to head out to the prison just to see the amount of zombies which are there. And just to get a feeling, because again, this whole place looks so deserted, it worries me, actually. And that's one of the very few areas that I haven't... visited yet. So when I was thinking about this, I had this thought that the most dangerous thing, it wouldn't be, you know, running out of food or drinking water and stuff. What would be most dangerous is some sort of an illness that is not treatable without having a proper diagnosis. Because, I mean, you know, doctors, they possess a specific type of knowledge that like most of the people don't, right? Ooh, there is a Shelby there. Oh, I absolutely want that car. So sorry, folks. Okay, so let's check out the prison area, because, you know, this is kind of a... What's it called in English? Litmus test? Okay, this is actually looking more like what I would expect. Yeah, it definitely looks better. Not a lot of cars in the parking, though. Oh, quite a few sprinters also. This looks creepy. Alright. Okay, so at least this place has some sort of a population that makes sense. Yeah, it's becoming... Whoa! It's becoming very laggy. Okay. Going back, I just wanted to have a flavor of the situation. Even long-term storage food will eventually go bad. That's true. Yeah, that would. I mean, pulling an underweight trade would probably be something that my wife would appreciate, given that I am currently in the upper levels of being midweight. So going underweight for a while wouldn't be a problem. Some high quality Toyota diesel pre-2000s could run on hopes and dreams. Yeah, that's probably one of the reasons why Toyotas are the favorite vehicle of any Middle Eastern conflict, right? I love these memes of CEOs celebrating, or the meme from Scarface where they are counting all the money. And you know, the description says Toyota CEO whenever there's a conflict, whenever there is a conflict in the Middle East happening. So true. I'm pretty sure Toyota fueled more than a dozen of different coups somewhere in those regions of the world. Middle East and Africa. Okay, so we know now that the population in the prison is fairly normal. My dog is acting weird, my wife is doing yoga, and I'm really having troubles, like, concentrating. No, don't be. So this is the calmest I've never ever seen the Rosewood prison. I mean, okay, so we are what? We are 14 days in. And it's just normal zombie population, like, really low, I guess. I mean, normal. Can't imagine how the low population looks. Make your own biodiesel. Pablo is doing great. He's just he's not utilizing the space that he was given. That's a thing. He should use the space a bit more though. Okay, guys. So listen. I am kind of in a bind right now because I got everything I need. What is the next step? What should I do? I could look for like a rug, maybe get some more paintings. Water. I need to build water collectors. Water collectors. Can I disassemble these shelves? I can. Okay, that's awesome. Because I don't want them. They're not useful for anything here. Okay, so far I'm just gonna make a mess and then I'll figure out what to do. A hacksaw and a hammer. Oh, that's a fair point. I don't think I have tools. This is the bathroom. Okay, let's just check here if they have tools. I don't think so. They don't. And I don't think I actually was collecting tools. Okay, so I know what I need. I need to find tools. Great. That's a reason to live. Tools, Rosewood. They don't have a specialized tool store in Rosewood. They used to. In Build 41, I think this was a factory, wasn't it? And right now this is like an auto shop. Like a garage, like a mechanic. They don't have a dedicated tools shop. I don't know. Because I'm not using YouTube right now. I'm physically streaming. And the stream looks healthy actually. So I think I'm gonna go to the Gigamart. The Gigamart should have everything because it's a Gigamart. It's a one-stop shop for every need you have. And yeah, guys, I totally agree. I am disappointed with the population as well. There is one sprinter trying to... Okay, there are 2 sprinters and a raccoon. Then I'll take care of the rest. The regular way. Oh, another one. Perfectly timed swing. Hold on, let's play around a little bit. Woo! What did I do? What is she doing? Oh, okay, I'm out of ammo. I didn't bring any, like, spare ammo. Well, I have a lot of ammo in my car. Still. But not on me. Not that we really need it. Okay, I maybe pushed it a bit too hard. What is my ammo? Oh, okay, I actually left all the ammo. Not cool. All the ammo is in the... It's in the gas station. Okay, I'm just gonna kill them off, like, regularly. Should be fine still. Worst case, I'm just gonna run to the car and come back. Oh! Oh, that was a great hit. This axe is dull and in incredibly poor condition, so yeah, it's about to... It already did, actually. It'll be fine. Not bad, huh? What's my aiming skill? My aiming skill is actually 3. But I am having this cool trait which is called a shooter, and I have the other one which is called a gun specialist. And supposedly this makes me really really effective with guns. So yeah, it was pretty decent. And besides that, I am not using any gun mods. I am not having anything which changes the gun performance. So it's just purely, I think, off skill and this particular like trait. Okay, but I gotta go back and get some more ammo because this was actually fun. I want to do some shooting. I really started to enjoy guns. Yes. Guns are cool. Just need to reorganize my inventory a little bit because... Okay, no, actually I'm not carrying too much weight. That's good. My dog is going crazy. Um, 38 special rounds. Do I have any? No. And this one uses the 45. Which I don't have as well. Okay, so we have to switch up weapons. Okay. You know what? I think I'm just gonna go with a shotgun.
Hello?
Shotgun for the win. Especially that I have one in the car. You have every trait. Some of it is temporary. Because I am using the dynamic traits. So for example, nightmares. If I smoke some cigarettes, it's gonna disappear. Some of these are unfortunately related to the fact that Justine is 87 kilograms right now, so she's overweight. So yeah. It's a little bit of everything. Okay, so I am using a spear as my fallback weapon. I am having a shotgun. And we're just gonna... I'm just gonna kill them. In my offline playthrough, I started off in Irvington, and there is this really cool Irvington gun club northwest of the city, like at the northwest edge of Irvington. And these guys have so much ammo. I collected so much ammo, I don't know if I will ever be able to use it. Oh, she actually enjoyed it. She's better after like blasting the head out of that zombie. Oh, but I am drawing attention. And here comes a sprinter. I could be like risking it a little bit. Oh. Like, you know, getting cocky and stuff. But as long as I have enough ammo... Now, the only problem that I see is I don't want to get corpse sickness. No, oh, see, that's what I meant. Gotta switch to the fallback. Not cool. Equip it in both hands. Reload. Okay, I think that's it. No, there are more coming. They must really like the noise, I guess. M60 enters chat. Yeah, we have to get a mode with a Toyota with like a mounted machine gun on top. For multiplayer. that would be so dope. One guy is the driver, the other one is the gunner. Oh, I'm out. I used up a whole box of shells. Can you imagine all of this just to find a hacksaw and a hammer? So much death. And that is, honestly guys, I'm sure you will agree, but that is... this is the answer to the question why firearms are actually useful. I even saw this question today on Reddit. There was a question posted. Why would one like a player should use guns at all? What's the point of using firearms where you can be like incredibly effective killing zombies with melee weapons? Well, that's the thing. You wouldn't be able to clear out a... How much did I get? Like 50? I used over 50 shells. So I think it's fair to say that it's 50 plus kills without getting muscle strain. There is a car mod that adds a working turret. I think there is. But what I would like is a car mode, like not like a car mode slash weapon mode, which really lets you do it in multiplayer. So again, like Black Hawk Down vibes. Okay, do they have tools here? Because that would be... That would be sad. Well, not really. I mean, I had fun shooting. But I'm really hoping they would. Okay, so far it's all just food. Canned food, non-perishable, which is great, by the way. But they ought to have also... different kinds of things. I don't even want to think about the need of going through like individual garages to collect all the necessary tools. But you know what? I think... Yo, they leave me no choice. I actually have to do this. For some reason, the Gigamart doesn't have tools. Yeah, so that's the thing. If you could use those turrets... I mean, listen, even in single player, I mean, in multiplayer, but against zombies, that would already be awesome. Now imagine how much fun would you have in PvP if you would have a functional mounted machine gun. Like drive-by shootings. Madness. Oh, it's okay. It's not 50 shells. It's 30 shells. So I didn't fire 50 shells. I probably fired... I mean, I didn't get like over 50 kills. It's probably around 50. But regardless, in order to get 50 kills with melee weapons, unless you're using a spear and you have high skill in maintenance and in spears in general, you're not able to do that without really getting a huge muscle strain. So yeah, shotguns are really fun. Just gonna say, nice. Did you win? Congratulations. I'm thinking about playing Hell Let Loose again. I loved the experience early this year when I first tried it for the first time. Such a great tactical shooter. Maybe I should actually do that. Okay, so let's go to sleep and see what the journal will say. $89. Okay, so see, I drastically underestimated the amount of kills I got. 89 is, okay, a decent number. It's not bad. Oh, it's snowing, guys. Let it snow? And I have, yes. You were singing. To the detriment of everyone in this room. What I liked most about Hell Let Loose is was if you were able to find a game in which people were actually understanding the main purpose of the game. I'm gonna wait for daylight, and I'm gonna have to just run through garages to find freaking tools. This is horrible. When you were actually having teams that understood the purpose of the game and were not just running around. Yeah, this is the Rosewood gas station. Not just people running around to get kills, because that's not the purpose of the game. But you actually understood, you know, people holding objectives, providing fire support, picking different roles, setting up defenses. Then Hell Let Loose is an awesome game. But that's only if, you know, if the people playing it understand. Now the problem is that you play 50 against 50, so it's very difficult to find 100 people who know what the hell they are doing. I heard of Foxhole, and actually Miniok is not on stream today, but when we were playing Hell Let Loose, after a short while our minds immediately went to Foxhole, thinking that that's probably the next thing we need to play, and it never materialized. So the answer is yes, I heard of Foxhole, never actually played it. Was this close? No. Excuse me? I'm gonna first try and see if this original area that I cleared at the beginning of the game would have some tools. Oh, it must be actually super cold because of the wind chill. Okay, so I guess I'm actually looking for the whole kit and caboodle. Well, screwdriver is the only thing that I actually have. Oh, saw, perfect. And planks. Oh, nice. That's a great start. Okay, I'm gonna carry them, that's fine. I have not met a single person yet that plays PZ, let alone someone to play multiplayer with. Well then, I hope I might actually have an answer for you. Because I am really thinking, for my own multiplayer server, I would really like it to be kind of... Oh, another generator, lol. To have some like roleplay elements to it. So I wouldn't mind, you know, having an internal in-game economy system. Where players would be able to trade stuff that would actually have some value. I'm kind of like currently just working through ideas in my head. I don't even know how to make some of these things physically working in the game. But yeah, it would be nice. Okay, so I found a hammer. I found well, maybe I should probably take a welding torch. I found a hammer. I found planks. I did find a saw. I do have a screwdriver. So probably a hand drill could be useful. Oh, and actually a mask. Also, what I don't have seems as something really down to earth. But I don't have nails, guys. Take the gnome! Hold on, let me catch up, because, wow, you guys... Yo, chat is on fire today, honestly. Yeah, most of the time I'm spent in the respawn menu. Yeah, especially when artillery is heavily used. Then the game is really fun. Wake up and die. Wake up and die. Though I must say, one of the things I really enjoyed the most, and it's gonna be horrible what I'm gonna say, but whenever Minok and I were playing as a tank crew, we would always just try and camp enemy garrisons. It was... yeah, the destruction was always so much fun. Oh, in this case, that's an interesting concept as well, right? Because it's hard to be all these things at the same time. But then again, how would you limit the ability of a player to acquire these extra skills? That's the biggest challenge in my opinion. Because if somebody who is predominantly a farmer starts to spend time on blacksmithing, unless you are able to physically, like, oh, and we got nails, physically remove the ability to level up these skills altogether, you wouldn't be able to control that. That's the challenge, I guess. But when it comes to like focusing on a single thing, that would be something I would like aspire to. So a structure in which there is some sort of a, preferably more than one, survivor group. So like clans or something. These clans would have to either fight for specific resources or find peaceful ways of acquiring them. And yeah, like role split. So there would be clan leadership and some sort of roles within those clans. So warriors, like crafters and stuff. But it's probably impossible to properly, like, manage. But that would be something I would probably really enjoy. So can I make a water collector, guys? What's my carpentry level, by the way? I didn't even check. It should be level. Oh fuck! It's level 2. Oh damn! So that means I won't be able to. That's wall. No, it's not water pump. It's called collector, rain collector. It's level 3. I can't build it. Because I'm stupid. I thought my carpentry was level 3. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so what can I make? I probably can make a doghouse. Well, the feeding though is something that also collects water. In this case, Achilles, I totally agree with you. Like, by default, I would love to have a structure in which there is a clear, like, split of responsibility. Okay, guys, so this is my water collecting. This is my water collecting, like, unit. Should be enough. And actually, I'm gonna be disassembling some of these. Because I don't like the fact that they are here. I didn't know it would, like, wipe the whole thing out. I was expecting it would just disassemble this one part. And all of it is gone. Hey, Creative Mo. Thank you. That's very nice. That's very nice of you. Okay, guys, something is wrong. How would you explain this? How is it possible that I just built 4, like, small animal throws and I didn't use up any resources? I hope you find them informative. Some of them are, like, a little bit out of date because of all the different updates that went live here and there, but like 90% is pretty accurate at this point. I don't have debug mode on. What is going on? So, you know what? Sometimes I honestly do not understand this game. I did go into debug mode, yes, but it's not on now. And if if cheat mode would be on, I wouldn't be suffering so badly. Shit, I went into debug, right, earlier, because I needed to fix the problem that she had in the last stream, which I thought was just a bug, but eventually was probably just me not understanding a particular game mechanic. But this is, like, beyond me. Why is she losing resources? Damn. You know, guys, I'm starting to think that maybe this whole playthrough is so messed up that I should just YOLO into Louisville and see what happens. I didn't enable any build cheats or anything. The only thing I did was use debug mode to fully heal. So that was like physically the only thing that I've used. I didn't do anything related to to oh guys, the water is out. Oh, so that's actually perfect timing to... It's on by default? Oh, it could... Okay, so if I enabled debug mode and then I turn it off, it's potentially staying on as default. Okay, so I'm gonna check back with that. It's not like I like used a lot of different materials just for planks. Let's just say this is not the end of the world, but it's something to consider. But the water is actually out. So I couldn't imagine a better time to set up my water collecting facility. Creative, if you're still on, how long have you been playing? My bellows and anvil bugged. I had the same thing. So when I was taking my first like jab at metalworking, everything got messed up too. And my solution to that was just to... I had all the resources required, I had all the skills. For some God knows why reason, I wasn't able to build them, so I just said, you know what, screw it. I went into debug mode and I just placed it. And discarded all the resources, because, like, what's the point? If the game sometimes just bugs out, don't fight it. I'm thinking that, you know what would be cool? If I could build some cool storage furniture over here. In fact, this entire space, it could be arranged so nicely. So, like, bookshelves in the windows, so the windows are covered. This middle ground, it could be like a gym and a bar. There is actually a lot of fun stuff you can do with this space. But I don't have the energy to work on this today, actually. I'm actually getting really hungry, guys. So I think I will be wrapping up the stream. We've been going on for 2.5 hours, which is like the borderline of my usual streams, because I usually stream for like 3 hours. So I don't think I want to like push it at this point. I'm just gonna grab a book and talk to you for a little longer, and then I'm just gonna wrap up. $370 hours in game. That's actually quite a lot of time if you think about it. It's much more than most things that AAA studios offer you for a shit ton of money. So 300, if you spend like $20, because that's usually how much Zomboid costs. So if you spend $20, you had a huge return of that investment, like 100%. I am currently at 1,020 hours, and I did pay $20 for this game. So it's like 5 cents per hour right now. It's crazy good. And I met all of you guys, which is also awesome. So not only have I like paid almost nothing for a really awesome video game, but it like allowed me to do this as well, which is amazing. Imagine if you have to have over 100 kilograms in your inventory to build something, but when you place it on the ground, you have 2 steps to place the structure. Yeah, it's just so ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, there are many things like this. Speaking of kilograms, I once came across something on Reddit. There was this person on Reddit which posted some sort of a long explanation of something that he was doing, and instead of using kilograms or pounds, he used this really long abbreviation, which was PZSMU. And, you know, like people started to ask him, what is PZSMU? And he explained it by saying it's Project Zomboid Standard Measurement Unit. Because he was making a case that neither kilograms or pounds actually work, given the items that we have in the game. And he just came up with his own measurement unit. Project Zomboid Standard Measurement Unit, which I actually very much like. I loved it a lot. I like the creativity in that. But, yeah, it was fun. Anyway, guys, look, I need to grab some like supper. I am incredibly hungry, so I'm gonna wrap up. We will pick this up on Thursday, as usual. There was slight chance that I would be in the United Kingdom on Thursday, or on my way back from United Kingdom on Thursday, because there is a workshop in my company. But luckily, I don't need to go. So, huge win for me. I don't need to fly to a workshop in London, and I can like enjoy myself here. And I'm gonna be streaming on Thursday. And meanwhile, I'll try to engage with you guys on Discord. To try and figure out what to do next, because this doesn't seem challenging enough, actually. So we're gonna talk on Discord on how to make this a bit more of a challenging playthrough. And yeah, listen, if you enjoyed it, I would appreciate if you drop a like. I was actually surprised, but there are people who are actually watching the streams like later on, like from a recording. So likes do help with discoverability of the streams. And Achilles, I do a very boring office job. I am what you might call an operations manager. So I do have a team, and we execute processes. We are essentially doing back office support for an e-store for one very large consumer electronics and home appliances manufacturer that's based in Korea. So that narrows down the amount, like the companies that I'm working, that I could potentially work for. But yeah, I'm basically in corporate. I mean, I don't want to bore you guys. Thank you, Creative. I'm gonna have some cottage cheese with some fruit, so it's probably gonna be amazing. Okay, guys, I've been yapping for too long. Thank you very much. You really made this stream very enjoyable for me, so I would appreciate if you drop a like. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna see you on Thursday. And in the meantime, you guys take good care of yourselves and take good care of your characters as well.